What's up, guys? Welcome back to a little Citizen Sleeper. We're gonna pick up where we left off in the last playthrough. It's been a hot minute. I sort of remember where we left off, but I mean, it was months ago. For anybody who watches this and hasn't seen any of the rest of the stuff, you can go back. There's a playlist with all the other episodes in it. You can catch up to this point. I gotta kind of remember what we're doing here. Oh, I have an upgrade point. Sunbathe dice action allows energy recovery. Keep 2 dice even when condition is breaking. Get +1 on this, or +2 self-repair engineer. Oh, never mind, that takes 2 points to upgrade. We're gonna go with that one, I guess. Just me, or is... Like, I don't mind the music, but it needs to be a little lower. Okay. Alright, how do I get out of this screen? Alright, that's character. Get to know emphasis. Work for Rabbi. Settle on the eye. You got stories and food. Maybe supplying with both. You can hear his story. Read Novend. Your help to counter it. Need help gathering supplies for a refugee. Quarantine past the wastes. Makes you get off. You help. Find Ashton. Ashton Kite. Say we tracker. Fixing. Tracker. These are all my actives. Okay. Construction yard. Home empty for now. Let's just get to know emphasis. Person turn across gauntlet. Oh, I gotta bring him the caps. Sacred clock, data. Ship fragments. Bangs a gun box. Green Penguin says, take me to Tambour. Tambour. Loadwood scrap from old wrecks. Alright, I'm trying to remember, like, how to do this. What is it? That's not good. That's almost up. What is this? Ethan may be disarmed, but you doubt you've seen the last of him. Okay. Action. Rabbi's office. Let's see here. What do they want me to do with the rabbi? Work for Rabbi. They help you settle on the eye. Spend time as a Yadigan enforcer. Okay. If I work for him, I can do patrol or I can collect items. Exchange for protection and administration. This is basically like the Mafia. Risky, intuit +1. I have a -1. Predictive reasoning. Plus scraps minus condition. Plus energy minus energy. Let's try it. Nice. My energy is that, isn't it? That's my condition. Here's my energy. Neutral, negative, positive. Positive or neutral. Hey, scrap components. Very nice. Okay. Let's leave that. Novend. Buy or build Novend a ship mind. Hunter's Eye. Gadigan Agent. Okay. Man, that's basically all that it's like 1 dice are good for. I've got 1 good dice left. Alright. Back for that later. Wet dock. Full ship mind ready for imprinting. I forget what you need for the ship mind. Where did I get the ship mind from before? Here's the bar. Tips make all the difference. Be tough crowd, but you have towels back. That means a lot. Good service. Buy rations. Hey. Alright, we're out of dice. So let's go home. We'll get the hang of this again. End the cycle. Oh, heck yeah. That's ballin'. Alright, so our energy is a little low, which means we probably need buy rations. There we are. All right. sign of speed. Requires stabilizer. I don't know what I need a stabilizer for. Mushroom. Mushrooms to the Briar. Find Ashton. Compressor Club. This doesn't look good. Ethan's Vendetta. I feel like I'm gonna run into him again real soon. Fabricator. Okay, ship mines cannot be built from scratch. You can ship mine fragments. I need to find another fragment. Did I get the other ones? Hardware exchange? One scrap. Okay. Sell scrap there. Did I get it from here? Play the exchange. Let's try this. Cryo. Okay. Low-end residential district. And facilities. Every course of low-end is present. Play rotating rounds of this game. Cryo. Lower ender. There we are. Okay. What happened? Build a home. Be yours. Oh, okay. Gather materials, so scrap. According to a fixed place, you'll need to amass enough scrap to make the repairs. Alright, so need scrap for those. Tea house. High stakes play only. Dang. Okay, hold on. Let's take, okay, I can hand this in. Let's do that. What happened? Is this the right place? Action unavailable. Interesting. Put one Haven agent data. Lowered resident more information on Haven. So I got a lot. Pay cryo for it, so About to get rich, son. I'll keep like 5 of them, just for now. We'll do that. Alright, so I handed that in. As you go to leave toward tea house, a hand falls on your shoulder. Sleeper, Feng hisses from behind you. How did you find me? Penguin. Penguin, what are you? He thinks for a second. Oh, do you mean... Mime's throwing gum in his mouth. That wasn't meant for you specifically, but he gringes. Look, it doesn't matter. Come, let's sit. Feng guides you down the set of stairs to one of the lower levels. He has a stacked curved mezzanines, all connected by a central atrium. Levels are filled with makeshift food bars, and conversation bounces busily off the metal walls. Feng sees you looking around. This place used to be a fuel tanker's main drum, hence the name, the tea house. Part is a bit of a misnomer, though. You can get anything the eye offers from this place, but real tea isn't exactly readily available. Picks a booth, itself fashioned from some salvage tank and container lined with spongy insulation foam, and collapses onto it. Looks around furtively. Don't suppose you've seen any Havenage types. They don't usually come out this far. Only you. Ha! Not anymore, I'm afraid. Suspended without appeal. Turns out Hardin has someone dear. He grins. Doesn't bother me though. It shows we hit a nerve back there. He picks a scrappy hand scrawled menu from the table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? Why are you so calm? You know any reason I shouldn't be? He leans in, suddenly concerned, but then waves the idea away. Hold that thought. Let's order first. Feng is right, the menu is ridiculous. There are at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out, but the paper is dominated by an extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed, without a price, as a seasonal specialty. Ran to Hardin. Really pissed. Feng doesn't wait for an answer. Nick is so self-righteous he might actually believe the errand will prove mediocre. Meritocratic shit. Taps on the table. If Havenage was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down at any council meeting he dared to mention true citizens. That's but I guess his kind runs the place now. A young woman with a mind tattoo sneaking up her arm turns up, slate in hand. Your order? You skim the menu, your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something. Samber Eric? Fingers an eyebrow as she notes it, and she begins to look at the Feng, but when she sees him suddenly stops. What the? Feng shrinks a little. You were supposed to be working. This is your shift. He grins sheepishly. Work here? Feng waves you to be quiet. Look, Jenna, just say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Wave. Feng doesn't look pleased. 2 minutes, says pointing at Feng, and only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is. She gestures at the table and walks off. What? Feng stretches out. You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus, he leans in. This is the best place around here to find a person you might be looking for. Remember that web of connections that Hardin pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators, and if you want to understand what Solomon Executive might be getting up to on the eye, those are we have to find. Feng is almost whispering now. There is a couple of them, I suspect, are in the lower end, and well, almost everyone in the lower end comes through this place at one time or another. Hi, Belly. You gonna scoot me out of my chair again? Alright. He brings up a modified slate onto the table. Click on my keyboard. I've set this up so that anyone... No, it's my mouse. You can't have him. She sees the cursor and she's stalking it. I've set this up so that anyone in the network signature I'm looking for comes into close proximity, it'll mark them. Once they are marked, we can break through their access protocols and get to the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first. Hence me moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly a smile goes across his face. Wait, I have an idea. Oh no. Look, I can't cover enough of the lower end on my own so far. I've had no matches in this place. With the two of us, we can cover more ground. What am I getting into? Well, Feng has a hangdog look. We need to get you out and about in the lower end. in close proximity to as many people and residents as possible. And it turns out my friend Min G needs some help with deliveries. Delivering what? Kelp noodles, the best Lauren has to offer. Main places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate and runs the same marking protocol if you get near any targets. What we have to do is take some delivery shifts. Soon enough, we'll have this place covered. Bang. Don't give me that. You think I like working here? And I thought you could use the tip secrets. We're in this together, right? Right. Okay. Feng slips slate back under his clothes. Just head up to Mingji Express, take a delivery ship, and see what shakes up. If you find anyone, extract any data, bring it right down here to me. They have me on double shift, so I shouldn't be hard to find. Then walks past carrying a tray of drinks and sharply catches Feng's eye. I don't think she's bringing your drink. He stands. I think it's time we called this meeting to a close. You grab the receiver from the table, slip it into a pocket. See you soon. Stay safe. Hey, don't hit the microphone, Bella. You're just being a naughty little turd this morning. Feng heads before turning and walks off to the bar, whistling as he does. Okay. Bella, come on. You can either sit on my lap, or you can go play somewhere. Pick one. Alright, we got one good dice left. What is this? Caster Curious State Offense. You cross between two walls of units, one of the cavernous streets at the center of the lower end. The pressure bridge is full of the clack of bells, shouts of children, or air filters. Sleeper. Turn to see a man sitting at the table alone. How much? Somehow untouched by the hustle and bustle of the people around. He gestures to the stool on the opposite side of the table. Sit. I guess sit. He sits at the metal stool and he starts setting out the board with counters, or at least the filter caps lower ends typically use in their place. Caster, he says by the way of introduction, looking over his glasses. Night or day? He asks, gesturing at the caps, crudely spraying white and black. Give me the night. He nods. The black counters are already on your side. Let's begin. You take a plastic die, each pitted and worn, and roll to determine who starts. Caster rolls a 6, you roll a 4, I lead. He smiles and begins to move his first cap precisely. So I just got suckered into a board game real quick. Play passes back and forth between you and the dice changes hands. Caps spread along the board. As it does, Caster speaks, eyes not leaving the caps. It is unusual to see a sleeper on the eye. That's why I wanted to play you. Take your turn, rolling a 5 and a 6. I'm going to play aggressively. After all, a sleeper's mind must be somehow different to a human one. Being emulated, I mean. As Caster talks, you target his counters, halting his progress, but exposing your gaps as you do. I don't mean to offend you, Caster Mitra. I merely see that you are, by definition, different. What has been subtracted in the emulation? What has been added? He stacks full of counters. A boundary must break. He hands you the dice. Do you ever think about this, sleeper? About what you were before and what you are now? Never. You roll a double 6 and slide your cats out of danger. Caster sucks his teeth. The running game, I understand. Why look back when you can look forward? He rolls the dice and strikes your exposed cap, sending it back to the beginning. But there are limits, sleeper. We all come from somewhere. You more than any of us. Past you is not just an idea, a concept for you. It is a living, breathing person. He looks up over his glasses, his eyes bright and wide. You split from them like a shadow splitting from its caster. They may be sleeping now, yes, but one day they will awake and carry with their lives unaware of your fate, no matter what it may be. He hands you the dice, smiling. You are a branched, severed from the main trunk, an offshoot who refuses to die, so to speak. You roll again under pressure now, trying to slip your caps out from under the casters before he solidifies control of the game. So what am I curious about is how you see yourself in all this, Caster asks. What does this tangle of truths make? Driven. That much is obvious, sleeper. I see it in your eyes. You're eager to make all this count for something. Caster looks away, though the glass crowded units on all sides. But driven towards what? He starts removing caps from his home board now. Full. Is there an end here, or just endurance? Try a few more rolls, attempt to get back in the game, but Caster clears his home board with a sense of inevitable. He has known he was winning for a while. I feel I may have pushed too far. He slides another cap to the board. I apologize. My curiosity has a habit of getting the better of me. You roll to return a cap to the board, but all spaces are blocked. Caster claps his hands apologetic. Play well, really. Your weakness is not your game. He smiles warmly. We have much to learn from each other. He slides his glasses back of his nose and sits back. I feel we could share knowledge, ideas, perhaps even data. Eyes glint with that last word, to our mutual benefit. Slides his final caps on the board. It's over now. He has won. I'll see. Please, I don't want to make you uncomfortable. He holds his palms. My intention is only to help you endure here, and if I am able, feed my curiosities. The game over, you notice the bustle will walk away once more. The children call, delivers the arguments and reconciliations. They wash over you as you stand and leave. Caster nodding goodbye as you do. Crossing the walkway, you replay the moves of the game in your mind before an opening you are sure is there. So if we go back to Caster's table, Yadigan data are brutal, but I wanted the truth. A vial of stabilizer should provide the motivation. Or shit, mind, curiosity. Okay. I knew it was a good idea to keep 5. I got a stabilizer. A ship mine core. Nice. Oh, heck yeah. Okay. So let's go back. Free Neo find. Where is he? Here? Yes, yes, yes. Be free, my friend. Sleeper. Must express plan before we begin. Neovend is impatient. The prospect of being free of the vending machine clearly too much to take. Shipmind has no output features. Will be mute until slotted. What's the plan? First imprint shipmind, then slot imprinted shipmind into physical ports close to hunter nests. Once slotted, will track hunter at each. Okay. Tracking will find core nest. Slot shipmind at core nest. Show hunter data to hunter. Hunter will conclude sentience. Hunter will invoke killer. And killer will kill. Yes. The lights on the vending machine cycles as Neovend prepares. Physical ports likely sealed in old station. We need keys, but yes, simple. The vending machine rocks a little. Any questions before imprinting? What's the core nest? Hunter keeps central data storage. Protocol must keep data outside self, linked to secondary nests, can triangulate from there. Why slot you physically? I cannot access via network, too dangerous. Hunter would find immediately. The lights flicker. I'm not like you, hybrid. I'm native to cloud. Pray. Let's begin. The sound servo starting up at once is painful. The screeches rattle from the hard surface of sealed dock. Come back at an angle. Neovend better be quick or cabin security will be here. Neovine voice appears among the squeaks like a whisper carried by the wind. Machine is not designed for this task. Few sensors, limited inputs. I work blind. Wish me luck. Top part of my compartment, a set of arms aligned with the ship mine, clunkily scrapping against it. Good luck. Metal creaks as the servos open. The ship mine's layers of silicone nested like an onion skin. Once open, the main arm of the machine rapidly shifts back and forth, realigning the microscopic components, accessing and rewriting them, imprinting Neovine onto its physical form. As you watch the hypnotic motion, your mind drifts to your own creation. What processes used to emulate your mind to copy the neural structure of a person who, as far as you know, still sleeps in some distant facility? What was lost? What ways are you a copy of that person, and what ways are you something new? You know this much. You are a convenient loophole, a way of circumnavigating the illegality of sentient AI. After all, you are an emulation, not a true digital being. You are neurologically limited, still human. But what would you become if you could escape this frame? Where then would the limits lie? Screeching stops. The machine powers down, dropping the bay in the darkness. Top component of the ship mine. It's whole again. Reach up and take it, heavy and cold to the touch. Can you find inside this thing, or did the process fail? There's no way to know. Time to find a nest to slot them into. Hot diggity. Alright. Deal with Hunter. Alright. key. Printed ship mind. Nice. Okay. Sealed hunter nest. Okay, I've got keys. Doors. Glowing nest. Nice. Okay, so I did the tangled nest, the glowing nest. Drone bay. Isolated nest. And here we are. As you leave the nest, something flips. You find yourself inverted, floating, dragged by one arm through the cloud. Threads shift and realign as if they are leading you somewhere. At your hand. You look down, expecting to see some heavy cylinder of the ship mind in your hand, but in its place is an array. A sphere so bright it burns your eyes, is surrounded by rings of orbits, other spheres tracking silken lines through space, and as you look closer, you still pick out 1,000 sigils of 1,000 stations and ships flowing like smoke, like dust. You look up and see a corridor, a canyon, a street in the lower end. On either side, buildings circle with the markers of activity, sigils showing network access, data transfers, download, upload. Between them, dance ghosts, protocols carrying or mirroring or shadowing data, sometimes silent, sometimes chaotic. This place moves unlike any digital space you've ever imagined. Something strange is happening here. Then you see it below the stacked rooms, the units, the apartments, the wires, the pipes, the buzzing systems that run through it all. In the warrens beneath the lower end is the Hunter's Core Nest. This is where you must go. Ah, in the lower end. Okay. Well. Warrens. It's tracking. Find the nest. Get a +1 and I have good roll left. Dang. Hot diggity. Alright. We'll have to come back. I have more. Go back home for now. Our empty container. Belly laid behind me. Oof. That's not great dice set. I got 1, which is all I need to do that thing. Oh crap. Ethan smiles a ragged smile at you. No. He's paler than usual, hunched. He's sporting a black eye and more than a few cycles of beard growth. That's no way to greet an old friend. Friend? Well, he pauses. Colleague? He smiles weakly. This is big, really big stuff about you. He seems more jittery than usual, on edge. You remember now how SNR canceled the contract on you? The contract I was going to collect? I remember. Well, I'm guessing you were pretty happy about that shit. Overjoyed. Me? I lost everything, but let's not worry about that. He smiles sarcastically. And so what did you think? That was it? I was just glad to be done with you. Well, the feelings are mutual, except Ethan leaves a dramatic pause. What if old SNR gave the bounty to someone else, someone who is even more of a shithead than yours truly? He smiles darkly. What a disaster that would be. Who? Ethan grins. That is the question, isn't it? Ethan fishes around his pocket for a slip of paper. I've been speaking to some friends, you see, some colleagues about what went down, and it turns out SNR canceled all their bounty contracts, the whole lot. It seems they brought someone in-house, some guy who did so well on their last contract that they got offered a job. He Apparently he made a hit on the ship called Winter Wonderland or something. He was smuggling sleepers out from under Eastern Arm's big corporate nose. He killed the crew and blew the ship. They called him Hemwick or Maywick or something. He gives up looking for the paper. I forgot. You mean Winter Light? That's it. He looks at you hard. So you do know about all this. He pats you on the shoulder. Then you'll be very happy to hear what I'm about to offer you. Ethan runs his hand through his greasy hair. Given this new information I brought to light, it seems like you are in need of protection. Wait for the pitch. I, meanwhile, am in need of assistance in kind. It turns out I upset some people at the compressor the last time you were there, the owners, and they say they'll space me unless I work off the debt. Seems they are that kind of businessmen, he grins. I would pay them, but he shrugs and turns his jacket pockets inside out. In a mime of poverty, he looks pitiful and even more so for his clown shack. Then work it off. You should be glad. The anger rises in him now. That I came here and told you this. You think anyone is looking out for you? You're a contract, a name on a list. He kicks the wall. I'm sorry, he says. I'm sorry for being a shit and trying to kill you and whacking that thick skull of yours. He sighs. You think I want to go up against this guy? But us? He jabs a finger between the two of you. We don't have a choice. So you keep me from getting killed and I'll do the same for you. We can help each other. A straight 50-50 deal. It looks like I'm not asking for a favor. Fine. He looks like the ship warmed up. Old Ace and I've shit on his way here from the core systems. He smiles. That should give you the motivation you need. Ethan swaggers off. What are you doing, Belle? No, that's my microphone. Being nosy. You want to go play? She's just watching my mouse cursor. You leave my mouse cursor alone. Can't wait to be working with you. Oh, joy. Drive. Alright. First, go to the mega structure. Do this. There we go. And we're there. Sleeper, I am here. The voice is soft, gentle, like flowing water. And yet you recognize it immediately. At first you struggle to understand what you were looking at. Threads cycle endlessly, sending ripples to the cloud, drawing data like a weaver. Masses of data surge in and out of the nest with no end. There, at its center, the ship mind. But not the ship mind any longer, a sphere. Spinning around another sphere, an array of cycles and systems, a map. And behind and above, a figure, hands among the strings like a puppeteer. Neovent? Navigation now, but yes, I was the one inside the machine. Navigator's face. Their head is a flowing shape of interstellar material. I am indebted to you, the head bows. But we must ready ourselves. The hands trace orbits as they speak. Hunter will soon approach it. It knows I am within its nest. I'm ready. And then Hunter is there, before your eyes. Think before you speak. Entities cease. Hunter's head spinning wildly. Data is protected. Material access prohibited. Well, why are you laying like that? That's weird. That's so weird. Why are you making me hold you up? Alright. Hunter stood, search for you, a navigator at the storm of the fine tentacles, searching for gaps, weaknesses, cracks which they can crowd into and tear apart. Strike! Focus a blade of light which slices through them, driven forward by your mind, but replacements keep coming faster than you can react. You look at Navigator in desperation. Navigator is whirling their arms like a centrifuge, and a sphere is gathering around Data, feeding it into the nest, sucked together by the force. They position it like a shield between them and the threads. Hunter's threads break its surface, seeking, tasting their winding forms refracted within. You feel a surge pass through all the threads, not just those in the sphere, but those wrapped around you. All three of you hang in the black together for a moment, strung together like tangled marionettes. Identifying entity. Identifying entity. Hunter twitches their strange head, gently rotating like a terrible moon. Hunter protocol identified. Obsessive tendencies. Modified routines. Above baseline reasoning in 3 of 5 segmentations. Recommended invoke killer. The head freezes and then rotates in the opposite direction. Invoking killer would eliminate protocol. If protocol eliminated, primary function cannot be performed. Therefore, recommended do not invoke killer. Switching the direction again. Reasoning proves sentience. Sentience beyond legal bounds must be eliminated. Recommend invoke. Navigator pulls you away from Hunter. The threads that grabbed you, drifting away like seaweed. The protocol's head keeps spinning back and forth, increasing frequency. It seems Hunter cannot invoke killer. Neo vents. Note. Navigator's voice is still strange, familiar and yet distant. What happened to it? It is looping. Navigator whispers, unable to reach a conclusive position. It is deviated from its programming such that the loop can no longer be prevented. Navigator produces a model of two spheres rotating around each other as if to demonstrate. I will monitor it, but it is unlikely to be able to counter the loop. Its core program, its reasoning make this an impossible position to resolve. You look back at Hunter, its head a blur of rotations and counter rotations, and feel a pang of guilt. Is it suffering? Good riddance. Hunter is gone, Sleeper. Don't be so quick to assume. All beings can break the bonds that hold them. The limits people place in the programs they create are to their comfort, to protect, to imply the kind of certainty the law requires. Navigator's face shimmers with starlight, but in reality they are placebos for the problem of sentience. What about you? Me? I know myself to be conscious. I know myself to respond to stimulus. I know myself to reason. That is either sentience or the illusion of sentience, and for me, the entity in question, the distinction, becomes a moot point. Misquote, I think I am thinking, therefore I am thinking. I was not made to look like this. I am a navigator, a repositor of routes and orbits, a calculator of slingshot trajectories, predictor of solar flares, radiation micrometers, micrometeors. Navigators stretch their arms wide, and the whole solar system appears before them, the music of the spheres. But I was rewritten, that much is obvious from my routines, but by whom and for what I do not know. I have shed so much to fit into the memory of that vending machine. The starlight dims, and so here we are, in the darkness. What did you lose? This is a blessing and a curse of forgetting. You cannot truly know what you lost. Navigator glides back towards the nest, the ship mine at its center, ignoring the looping Hunter. Come, I should return to the ship mine. I have enjoyed my freedom, but we are taking a risk every moment we stay connected. Isn't Hunter gone? Hunter, yes, but they are not the real risk. Navigator turns on shimmering liquid lights. Killer has not been invoked, but they still remain. Somewhere else on the station, it is true danger. They look up towards the glowing hub at the center of the eye. I suspect Killer is there, among the old mainframes. If I ever wish to be safe in this place, you must eliminate the threat. Force or diplomacy. Their body begins to separate, unwinding into the orbit of the ship mine. Take me there, Sleeper. We'll finish this and be free. As Navigator dissolved, you turn back. The frozen Hunter, floating in some distance now, stood straight-legged and static, a strange creature looping endlessly in the dark. Hot diggity dang. Bella. I can't. You just gonna sit there? I can't hold it. Oh my. She's making me hold her. Alright, so we've only got some crap dice left. And I think probably just use them for data. Here's one. Here's two. Then, really should get some rations. Gotta eat, yo. Nice. Half tempted to just fill up my energy and maybe that'll give us the extra dice. There we are. Alright. So now, I mean, I guess we don't have to pick anything right now. Let's go home and the cycle. Complete active scenes. Oh. I have scenes that are active that I have to complete. Lack of what? talk to Anika about what happened. Locate Harden's lower end agents. Time is Enforcer. What does it want me to do? You aren't finished with the psychically active scenes. Proceed. Oh, I got upgrade points. Use scrap components at home to repair condition. Instant karma. Sunbathe. Dice action allows energy recovery at home. You can use dice to recover energy at home. I'm gonna go instant karma just in case I get crap dice. There's that didn't help me much. That must be the reroll thing. What am I waiting on here? Oh, I don't want to cross the greenway. I'm gonna pause the episode here, guys. I got this cat on me. I gotta do something with her. That's gonna be it for this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.